Yeah, I think like we mentioned right after the game, obviously that's a great opponent. They're a very good football team. They can do a lot of things on offense, and they're very capable on defense as well. They made the most of their opportunities, and we need to create a couple more opportunities that we failed to do. So ultimately, they were the better team today, and congrats to them on a nice win. Yeah, 5, and then the getting shoved into the punter, so make it 6 on that one. But that should not be. That's not a penalty. That should happen on us. But ultimately, they played nice coverage. They just kind of took the ball away. There's 2 of them that not. I mean, it just is what it is, right? They did a great job of being able to. The 4th down one, you're not overly concerned with. It's a couple of the others that we just got to get the ball out a little quicker and just go compete up top and try to make sure that we put ourselves in a situation where that doesn't happen. The fumbles not ideal either, but I think they made the most of their opportunities when they showed up, and we didn't create any or do much with them when they showed up for us.
Congratulations on your record.
Thank you. You too.
When you guys scored right before halftime, did you take some momentum into the locker room and then also know when you were going to be getting the ball back?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we felt like that was our opportunity to kind of take back the lead, but yeah, we did.
And what gave you guys so much trouble? I mean, you outgained them, but still, what gave you trouble?
I mean, just like Coach said, they're a good team. They're dropping in the coverage. They were in the right places at the right time. I mean, it was just they were just playing well, playing hard,
What about their offense?
I mean, I thought they did a phenomenal job scheming some things up. Their offensive line, played their hearts out, and I thought their running back did a great job at, reading things behind them. I just felt like in some situations, we needed to make a play, get off the field, and that didn't present itself early in the game. So obviously, we got to do a much better job of starting fast. So that will get addressed this week. We'll lead from the front on that. We got really good senior leadership on that side of the ball, and we got some younger guys who continue to develop. So I'm looking forward to continuing to work, with those guys and get better on that side of the ball.
Bob, you said earlier in the week they would be as big a test as BC was.
Yeah.
Did they live up to that expectation?
Yeah, definitely. And I thought they did a good job. That quarterback can run, as you saw out there, right? And I think they put some stress on some of the younger guys out there. Obviously, we didn't have Dev today. We didn't have Jarmo today. So we got to get those guys back here. But ultimately, there was a lot of young guys out there. There's a lot of really, really young guys out there that needed to, be in that type of environment and that type of element and do a whole lot, right? And I thought they did a really nice job. I think that's a tough offense. That's a tough matchups when you're that young that we are out there on defense. So I think those guys keep getting better each week, and it's encouraging and fun to watch. And this was a huge test, and I thought we were in a good spot. A lot of the game, I thought we were in a really, really good spot, and just got away from us a little bit at the end.
I'm Tommy with the TNT as well. Jen's got your X's and O's and kind of game coverage, doing a little feature on experience. I know in a vacuum right now, obviously you want to win. But
Yes.
3 years in, talk a little bit about experience of playing here, football at baseball park and being in Worcester, playing at Fuller Park, kind of right where in your backyard.
Yeah, I think it's great, and we think of this often like a bowl game almost. It's not our home field, it's not the one where where we're playing all of our games, and so ultimately though, you could feel the energy in here when you're on that field before the game starts. You could feel people all over the place, and it's pretty cool to walk through the tunnel and see all the little kids there, and I just feel like it brings the community together. It's a nice setup. Yeah.
How would you grade quarterback's kind of performance? It seems like they changed a couple things up on defense in the second half. Just kind of walk me through kind of
Who? Their quarterback?
your quarterback.
Oh, I thought he did a nice job. I mean, he's obviously they did a good job in our run game. They did a good job of stopping the run. They're big up front. Their linebackers are downhill. They are physical, right? They did a really nice job in that aspect. So everything gets in the run game when you can't puncture that and get a rip off a big run. Right now, it all goes through the air, and I think that Matt did a very good job. I think that they're obviously going into halftime. I was pretty sure we were in a good spot. They were even Jalen alone, you know, a lot of it, and letting that matchup happen, and then they kind of shifted a little bit in the second half, and then we just needed some other guys to come away with getting open. Matt just didn't, you know, there were a couple guys fell down, a couple guys got knocked down. There were times where there was no one else to go to, and then he had to just try to create with his feet a little bit. So I thought, again, there's stuff on film we'll look at as far as timing and getting the ball out, but we got to get open, and then we got to do something when we do catch the ball and make a little more happen.